participate. And another thing I'm grateful for is I had a great last 2 3 weeks, bro. Yo, my account like this. My account been like this way up. So hold on real quick. They looking for me. I said, yo, give me a second. I'm on the phone,
Let's
bro.
go.
My account but I did some stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, and I kind of blew a lot of money. So I'm the perfect example of what you should not do. And the feelings and emotions, bro, they gone. They almost gone for me. I ain't got no feelings for nothing, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. So the studying is about to. I'm just I'm right there with you. But the last thing I'm gonna say I'm happy and grateful for is 3 weeks ago I had a daughter. I have a child.
Woo, let's go.
I have a child now. And this popped out of nowhere. But I'm happy and grateful for her. She's super beautiful, and it changed my perspective of a lot of things right now. So you're gonna see greatness coming from this way. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to link up in the next journey. I'm there. Feel me? You know what I mean? But we gonna
Let's
kick it, man.
go.
I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. I'm right here though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Bye.
Hey, let's go.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go ahead in the chat and blow up the chat. Give him some sevens. Give him some hearts. My man's a dad. Let's go. Welcome to the club. Right? That's incredible, guys. That's incredible. Right? That is incredible. Right? And for everyone who don't have any kids, like he just said, the day you have kids, your mindset, your everything just expands a little bit, right? Your work ethic goes up a little bit more, right? If you're that person that work ethic, you work hours and hours, you start to yearn for not working hours. You want to yearn for being home with your kid. The way you look at money is a little bit different because guys, your children, as crazy it is, will be sometimes the only people that will love you with or without money, right? With or without money, when your kid looks at you, say daddy, mommy, they're not looking at how much you have in your bank account. They're just seeing you for the first time as just you, right? And guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that's some of the greatest feeling in the world for someone just to look at me, right? Especially at this age of my life. So that's incredible, man. Congratulations. But guys, let's go ahead and get started, right? Let me get my camera over here, get it all fixed, right? We are live on Instagram, we are live on YouTube, right? This call is being recorded on YouTube, so for anyone who misses it, they can jump on YouTube afterwards and be able to watch the call, the entirety call. But guys, withdrawals and deposit, give me some 777s for withdrawals and deposits, right? If you're here to make some withdrawals and deposit, if you're here to make some money, right? If you're here to make some money, give me some 7 sevens. If you're here to learn how to make some money, give me some 7 sevens, right? If you're here because you want to master this skill, give me some 7 7 sevens, all right? And it starts with that energy, right? Let's bring that energy to start with. But let me grab. All right, let me just share my. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me just grab my. All right. I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more interactive today. So I'll be pausing back and forth because I really want you guys to get comfortable with the lot sizes and understanding how important and vital just to not mess around in that area and understanding that your deposit should really be the determining factor of if you should be moving your lot size or not. And guys, if you hear this dee 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 sound, I apologize. That's just my scanner sending me a signal telling me, Omar, stop what you're doing and get your butt in the markets, right? But we're here and we're not worried about what's going on in the markets right now, right? Let's go ahead. Let's go. And for everybody, you can see, right? For everybody who's I want you guys to see, I'm getting alerts. All right, I just got an alert that the price touched the Bollinger Band, and you guys can see what happened. Right? But all right, outside of that, let's go right on here. All right, guys, let me know if you can see my screen. If you see my screen, right? If you see my screen, it says the basics. Give me 7 7 sevens. All right, 7 7 sevens. And guys, if you're on Instagram, go ahead on Instagram. And I want you guys to go ahead and share. If you can see that I'm live, just share it with a friend or family, right? Share it with a friend or family. Are you still with somebody just asked me, are you still with I am? Inbox me in my message. No, I am not, right? I am not Imperial. I am not, right? I am not. Moved on to bigger and better opportunities, right? But guys, withdrawals and deposits, one of my favorite days of the week is Thursdays. Why? Is because it's when I submit most of my withdrawals, and most of my withdrawals either is hitting or they're getting submitted, right? That's usually what I do on Thursday. So what do I like to do? I like to get on here and talk to you guys about the vital importance of depositing money into your account and withdrawing money into your account, right? Don't be a professional depositor and not a professional withdrawer, right? I like to call them hand in hand. Once you master the skill, you got to become more of a professional withdrawer than depositor, but you will start to understand that at times you can deposit and withdraw and extract as you need, right? So it's understanding the game, and it's not just about technical analysis, right? That's one aspect of it, is technical analysis. So part of making withdrawals, guys, you got to understand becoming a pro is the most important thing when you get into the market. And part of becoming a pro is discovering your edge, right? Discovering your edge. What does your edge means? Your edge means that every time you take a trade is the exact same way every single time. It doesn't change, right? This is where most beginner traders fail. They get in the market, and guess what they do? They like to just click buttons. They're going to click a button here. They're going to click it there. Price is going to dictate if they click the button here, right? Guys, when as Blam was saying, it's starting to make sense. That's what he's really saying to you guys, that he's starting to get from clicking a button, so he's starting to get a sequence down, and now he's able to follow that sequence. And that sequence we call your edge, right? And once you discover your edge, guys, it's game over in trading, right? And part of learning how to discover the edge is going through your academy, right? Going through your education is the most important thing, right? All the courses has been curated to get you up to speed to trying to find this edge of yours, whether you're going to be using some of the scanners here or you're going to be attempting to do it on a solo mission. And guys, we have everybody here. Don't worry. You're not the only solo one, right? Bringing your own scanner, becoming your own scanner, right? When I got trading, guys, almost 4.5, going on 5 years ago, when I got started trading, that was one of the first things I was like, man, if that guy just called out a signal for 300 people to take, I want to learn how to call the signal out, because that takes more knowledge than just a person trading by themselves, right? So I said, I want to learn to be so knowledgeable, I have the confidence to send a signal out to everybody. So I began my journey of becoming the scanner. I began my journey of discovering my edge, and I found the way I like to trade. And then I started honing down on it by utilizing one of the key components that I'm showing here, guys. It's called back testing, right? And back testing allows you to literally take a live trade, implement it into the market, and go learn from it, right? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead in the chat and give me a 777. If you've taken a trade this week, if you've taken a live trade this week, right? You've taken a live trade this week, right? If you've taken a live trade, give me a 777, right? If you've taken a live trade this week, right? Live trade. Look, right? A lot of 77, right? A lot of 77. What does that mean? That means, guys, when the weekend gets here, your objective is to take those live trades, winning trades, losing trades. You get in the market, you go study them. You find out what happened. How much were you in drawdown? Did you follow your 50 pip stop loss rule? Did you trail it, or did you move it around, right? Did the market come back and wipe you? Did you lose pips? Did it hit your TP and then you shaded and you lost a little bit more than what your TP is? Guys, these are the things you got to start to do now, because what happens is they're going to repeat over and over and over and over. The market is a repetitive thing. Every day you get in, you discover your edge the same way, you get out the same way, you get in the same way, right? Guess what happens, right? If every day you hit TP and then you wait for it to retrace 20 pips, that means after 5 days of trading, you lost 100 pips just because you're always looking to see what else is going to do, because you don't have an edge, right? So you're losing money even though you're being in profits, right? So that's very important. Guys, our GFood Live here is probably one of the most important components for me. Being able to watch someone do something, we're more likely to learn better, right? I would say majority of people are visual learners, right? Give me a 1 if you're a visual learner. Give me a 2 if you're a tactile learner. Tactile means you like to read it and you learn from reading, right? Give me a 1 if you're a visual learner, and give me a 2 if you're a tactile learner, right? So I got 1, 1, 1. We got Andrew 2, right? And guys, let's look at the probability right here, right? 1 to 2, Manny, right? I'm gonna put you at 1. You're like me, you're a visual learner. Trust me, bro. Right? So 1. So guys, 5 people gave me a response right away, and out of the 5, 1 person is a true 2, right? So that means literally that's a 20% that's gonna be like to read, and then the rest of the 80 is going to be visual learners, right? We're all visual learners. So let's guess what? Instead of trying to work hard, let's be smart. The Academy has they've created a course. They give you all the visuals, and then they've grabbed the best of the best, right? Traders around the game, and they allow you to watch them every single day visually, right? And guys, this is what changed my life 4 years ago. Why? If I had to go to YouTube and do this on my own, I probably wouldn't have done it already, right? I was making enough money on my own, non-trading at my job, that I probably would have just been like, I'm not, no, it's not, it's too much work, right? But being able to watch someone every day for 2.5 years straight, every day, depends on how bad you want this, right? Do you just want to make $1,000, right, here and there? Or do you want to make $1,000 every single week for the rest of your life, right? $1,000, right? Every single 52 weeks, you want to make $52,000 of extra money in the markets, or do you want to dance around with $1 back and forth, right? Because most people don't even make $1, right? And it comes from learning this magic word right here called back testing, right? And then going into your academy and watching and mastering, right? Guys, this screen right here is the most important screen before you go anywhere, right? Before you put a trade in, you should already have the basics. You've gone through your academy, you know how to put a trade in, you know how to actually put something on the chart, you've watched, you understand, and now you're ready to try to make money, right? I see a lot of people just come in here for the money, guys. Trust me. Look, guys, this is 1,000 right here. You can make this in one day. Here's 100 right here. You can make it in one day. $1, you can make it one day. You can make $5 in one day, right? By itself, you can make $10 by itself. I see people doing it. Or you can make $20 that I've seen people make $20 extra, right? Guys, it's on you. All of this here, you can do right now today. You can do it in one trade. You can do it in 5 trades. You can do it in 100 trades. It's how you would like to do it, right? So instead of going into the market and just clicking a button, right? Because that's the first stage. As you click the button, then you yearn to learn more. Let's go now maximize the learning. So when we click the button, I want to make $1,000 every time I put a trade in, right? Right? I don't want to make $1. I want to make 1,000. I don't want to make just $5. I want to make 1,000. So guess what? That means I need to understand how much goes in my account. I need to understand what position I need to take every single time that I take a trade, so that I don't have any wasted positions, and I maximize every time we get in the market. Every time we get in the market, we maximize it, right? And that's the most important part. So the next part, guys, is right away. You discovered all the things. Because, guys, imagine, right? I want everybody, go ahead and type in the chat. If it took you 1 year, to learn how to make $1,000 a day, is it worth it? Somebody type it in the chat. Give me a 777. Give me a 7. Is it worth it? Would it be worth it to you? Right? IG. Somebody type it in my IG if you're watching right now. If you could make $1,000, if you studied for an entire year, you paid $185 a month for an entire year. So that's a little over $2,000. And on the year after, you're able to make $1,000 a day. Guys, it will take you 2 days to make all your money back from the year prior. And then after that 2 days, you're completely in profits, right? So this is the mindset that we got to have here, right? So deposit, guys, when you're depositing money, it's vital, important to know what you're getting ready to get yourself into, right? So depositing money is just depositing money is placed in a banking institution for safekeeping. Guys, this is what a deposit really means, right? These deposits are made to deposit accounts such as savings accounts, checking accounts, money market accounts, and all of the shebang. Guys, most of us are only comfortable with checking and savings, right? We've heard that. I promise you guys, majority of the world don't know what a money market account is, a broker account. They don't know any of those accounts except savings and checkings, right? That's all they know. So guess what? Here, you're going to learn to expand your mind because, guys, your savings and your checkings is only good for one person. That's the bank, right? If right now you needed to invest your money that's in a savings and a checking, you would have to move it from a savings and a checking to another platform that ultimately can execute that position for you, right? So they're only as strong as saving money and spending money, right? Your checking account that's there for spending money if you wanted to and saving, right? They only teach us two aspects of the money. It's to spend it and to save it, right? They don't teach us how to go make it outside of just the couple things like working and all this other stuff, right? So it's crazy. But what do you need when you're depositing? You need money, okay? You need money. You can get money, all types of money. It don't matter what it is. It could be cryptocurrency, cash, USD, Japanese yen. It could be Great Britain pound, Australian dollar, the Canadian pound. It don't matter what it is. You need money. You need something, right? So why is money important? Because you need it to make more money, right? Guys, without money, we can't make more money, right? Just so everybody understand. Without money, there's no way for you to hourly work for someone because when you work for someone hourly, they have to pay you money. So without money, there's no way to earn more money. So let's understand that the more you can use, the more you can make, right? Deposit. The more you can deposit, the more you can make. Now, I recommend, here's my recommendation. In the beginning, you don't deposit more than $100 in your account. See, there's a facade in the market that says, guys, that you can't get rich off of $100, and I disagree with it. You can, right? I disagree with it. I did some damage with $500, guys. I walked away from my career with $500, right? And I flipped my income 3 times before I even did that with $500, right? So I promise you guys, $100 can do the job. But this 100 is not meant to get you rich. All right, guys? This 100 is not meant to ultimately like make all your problems disappear overnight. No, right? And you guys can see this is fresh, right? This 100 is to iron out your emotions and your feelings. This is what the first 100 is going to be, right? If you can make it, guys, you don't have to make unlimited deposits, right? This first 100 should give you about 40 trades. If you want to get technical, 40 trades, right? Those 40 trades, it should allow you to understand what problems do you have in the market. And when I say problems is, what kind of person are you? Are you a greedy son of a you will see $100 and you don't take it and you lose it, you over leverage, all of the bad things you've heard about trading, this 100 will teach you if you let it. Or instead of getting 44 trades, you might go get 2 trades and blow the rest because you want to make money so bad, right, guys? For the first time, I want you to understand, guys, you're in a place where if you master it, money will never be a problem. But if you chase it, you will burn every penny you ever have, and money will always be a problem, right? I've seen traders, guys, since I've been here lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I've seen traders make hundreds of thousands of dollars. The difference between them are the traders that chase it, they're the ones losing the thousands and millions, and the ones not chasing it are literally money is just coming their way, right? So we don't need to chase it, guys. All right. And one of the questions you want to ask yourself is, how can I go get more money? That's one of the key component questions all the time you want to ask, right? So what do you want to start with is the key? $100. That's what I recommend everybody is $100. If anybody deposit more than $100 in their account and you're a brand new student, just know you're coming in with greed already. You're coming in, you're not listening to the people who already done it before you. And guess what? You're seeing someone else win, and now you're acting off of emotion. Because when I hear someone say, oh, I told them to deposit 100, they put this in, right? Emotion. They saw this. They're ready to gamble. That's what, now they have a gambler's mindset from that point on. Oh, wow, Omar withdrew $1,500 from the market. I'm going to start with 1,000 so I can get 15. Well, Omar started with $3. Well, I turned $3 into 1,500, not 1,000 into 1,500. See, 1,000 to 1,500 is not impressive. That's gambling. That's 1-to-1. That's 1.15, right? $3 to 1,500 and pull that out. That's impressive. We're talking about hundreds of percents up, right? Impressive. So create a plan about how you're going to literally start with your money, right? The money we have here, all of this, when I began my journey, guys, tuition. If I was brand new here and I had $1,000 to start with, this would be my tuition to the market, not my academy fees, right? This would be my tuition, right? The academy fees is your tuition to learning the skill set. Your deposits is your tuition to mastering the skill set. All right, guys? It starts with the knowledge, and then the second part is mastering. And then from there, it's just like you never look back, right? We're learning to become a pro here. That's the objective, is becoming a pro. So some of the most important, guys, take a screenshot, do whatever it is. You can get this in the academy, right? But this is the most important part about trading right here, is your lot sizes. Your lot size will dictate how much you can make, how much you can leverage, and how much you can withdraw, right? How much you can make, how much you can leverage, and how much you can withdraw, right? If you have, literally, here's your account sizes and the respects that you want to have from, right? The respects that you want to have from. Let me see. I'm going to stop for a second here. All right, real quick, guys. I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can see my my whiteboard. Let me know. All right, let me know. Can you guys see my whiteboard? Andrew, shake your head if you see my whiteboard, bro. Yep, perfect. All right, so guys, look, right? I'm not even going to go anywhere crazy. All right, we're going to start right here. All right, point. All right, whoever's Tracy, if you want to do me a favor, just, try not to draw on my screen for me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I got magic superpowers, Tracy. I know everything that's going on. That's when you master trading, you get this like powerful intellect. Nah, I made that up, guys. I made that up. Okay, please do not try to go read people's mind, because it don't work. All right, guys, a 0.01, right? This is a penny, right? And 10 of these pennies, 10 equals 1 pip. 1 pip, right? 10 of these. So you got, that would equals a 0.1, right? That's the leverage on it. So guys, look, this is a penny. We're not even gonna talk about anything else. All right? Anything else. I'm gonna show you guys the components of how a penny is gonna make us all rich. Gonna make you guys all rich. All right. And if you make less than 100 grand on this call today, I want you to know that this penny can work and get you to where you're at, and either double your income if you choose to double it, or can almost help you walk away from what you got going on if you don't really like it. It starts with a penny. You don't got to go nowhere else, and you ain't got to chase it. All right. You don't have binary anymore. You're doing features. Yeah, I do not do binary options anymore. We've learned that a penny can make us $20, $30. So the reason I will never risk $20 ever to make $19, right, guys? Remember the old school days, binary? Guys, we some of us made a lot of money, but we risked a lot of money to make a lot of money. All right. Now that we have knowledge behind, we understand. It's like, whoa. If I risk that same $20 to make $19, that $20 could have made me $1,500 technically if I'm making a penny to $20, right? So guys, you got to understand the long-term game is so deep in trading, that's the people that stay in the game. It ain't the ones that you see with the 30, 40, 50 lot sizes, right? It's not the 50 lot sizes. It's the 0.01s, the 0.1s, and the 0.2s. Because the one thing I will say, guys, a standard lot size, one, that's 100 pennies. Just think about it. It's 100 pennies. You can still apply the same lot size 100 times in the markets. You hit the same payout, probably maximum payout, because you don't have one position in one spot, right? So penny is powerful, right? Penny is powerful. So check it out. All right, 10 pips. I'm just going to show you guys this. 10 pips. All right, 10 pips. 20 pips. 30 pips. All right, 40 pips. And 50 pips. All right. And I'm not gonna go past 50, guys. All right. We don't need more. All right. We got repetition on outside, and we're not trying to get rich off of one trade, right? Because we're not trying to get rich off one trade, we don't need more, right? If you want to go for more, that's on you, right? I like to trade less and make more money, right? The less you trade, the more money you make. You'll realize that, right? So, guys, $10, a penny, move 10 pips. That made you $1. Okay. There we go right here, $2. And we're just gonna go right here, $3, right? $4. And my favorite one, $5. All right, guys, $5. $5. $5. That's how, guys, that's how easy it is for you to move a penny to $5, a penny to $1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, right? It sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. But I want you guys to see this, right? I want you guys to see this. All right. I want you guys to see this. Where's my screen? All right. I want you guys to see this. Now everybody see my chart? Let me know 7 sevens in the chat. Right? Can everybody see my chart? Boom, sevens, yes. All right, so guys, take a look, right? Okay. So look, let's just go back to see how fast money is made here comparing to when we go to work the conventional way, right? And this is why I think it's important that everybody learn how to trade, whether you have a job, career, I don't care what you do, because eventually your cash flow via job will always going to end. That's just what it is. It's going to end. It don't matter, right? So let's start right here, right? Let's start right here. All right, guys, let's start right here. So let's go from here to here. Right, from here to here, that's 56 pips. Right, 56 pips. All right, I'm gonna draw another one down here. So this is, guys, 56 pips. Can somebody tell me how much that is on a 0.01? All right, can somebody type it in the chat? Let me know. What's a 56 pips? If I call 56 pips on a 0.01, what's my payout? Give it to me. Somebody give it to me, right? Give it to me. And if you're not like excited to quickly go in there, then you're still kind of working your way, because knowing how we get paid, you got to be excited. There we go. Andrew, $5.60. Guys, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 12 minutes, you made $5 in 12 minutes using a penny. In 12 minutes, right? Look right here. I want you guys to see this again, right? Look right here, right? Right here to right here. It happened again, right? I'm just going to circle the 5s. Okay? Guys, 24 minutes, you're up $10 in 24 minutes, right? The average American makes $15 an hour, guys. All right, $15 an hour, right? You catch one more trade, you're at 45 minutes, right? Guess what happens? Now you're at 15. In 45 minutes, you caught the average worker working an hour, and you just sat on your computer and you clicked a button. They went to work and did half the stuff that you had to do, right? And now think about, I can sit here while they're at work working. I did it. Here's $15, right? I just caught you for the hour, right? And guess what happened? Look, if I would have came in at the right time, I could have caught all of this. That right there would have literally given me about $40 right there. That would have been a good 1 to 2 hours right there, easy, right? So guys, $40 plus another 30, while in 1 to 2 hours, I'm up to 70, almost $70. You're at $30 an hour at 15, right? So I want you guys to understand that it's literally minuscule when it comes to how fast we can do this thing, right? So I don't want you guys to ever feel like you have to rush this thing or how to move yourself faster than you really should, anything like that. Let me see if I can open up my whiteboard here, back up, guys. All right, come on. I pull up my whiteboard. It just booted me off. All right, come on. Okay, you know what? Fine. They want me to do it right on here, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit, guys. We're gonna move it here because my whiteboard is giving me an issue. All right, so the issue. So guys, look. All right. Remember, I said 0.01. We're not gonna go past that. Right? We put $100 in the account. $100. Right? After your first week, your job is to take 10 trades. 10 trades. Right? 10 trades. That's it. If you, I'm going to be honest, guys. If you don't have time to take 10 trades, then trading's not for you. See, this is not something that you're just going to treat like a side thing or side chick or side whatever it is, or something you don't think is important and then think that is going to reward you, right? It's not going to happen. All right? These 10 trades, right, it's like it's life or death for me when it was back then. I used to do 50 trades a month, guys. Times that by 12, I was recording thousands of trades every single month. So today, you guys have it a little bit easier. You get to study from a smaller window of pool. So guess what? You have 10 trades. Your job is to only clear 7 of them. 7 you need to clear so that you can keep yourself at 70% to qualify for Masters Club, right? And not only Masters Club, that's a good foundation to say I'm clearing 7 out of the 10 trades that I take, right? You made $35, right? And you lost 15, right? Just so everybody can see, you won, right? And you lost. So guess what? Your account after your first week is $135 if you did it right. Look, you literally added over 33% to your account in 1 week with $100 using 1 penny. All right. See, guys, if it goes against you, guess what? The 2 trades that went against you, you lost $15 on the 3 trades. It didn't kill your account. It's pennies. See, in the old days, we were risking $20. See, if you lost $20 3 times, that's $60 in your account. You only have $40 in that account. You're in trouble, right? Now I lost 3. I lost 15. I'm still at $85 in my account, and I can still execute. I'm prepared to do whatever it is that it takes. All right. And look right here, right? We got something happening right here, right? So look, this would be a nice another opportunity right here. You got one down, you got one here. You're gonna wait for me, I would wait for my CTA, right? It would break all the way back down, possibly coming down, sweeping this low right here, right? And then guess what? When that happens, I will look to put that position in. I'll wait for my candle to close. I'll look for all my parameters. I check out. I didn't just say get in. I said I'll look for all of my parameters before I get in my confirmations. I need my confluence. and then it's time to ride, right? That's literally what we do. All right, so now I can get out of there. Let me go share my screen again. So guys, that to me is the most important part about trading. So that's why I wanted to stop and really go over that a little bit. So it's very important, and follow these lot sizes, and don't go ahead, right? And the reason why I say don't go ahead, guys, the banks follow these lot sizes so much that they have a 1-lot trader, they have a 2-lot trader, they have a 10-lot trader. They have your progression in the banks as traders. When you're trading their Forex, guys, the floor has specific lot traders. What does that mean? That means that trader was able to master that lot size and understand how it moves, and therefore they can trade that. Everyone have a position. When you come in, you start at the low totem pole, right? And it's important to respect that. So if the banks are doing it, treat yourself like you're a bank, right? You got to treat yourself that way. So here are some examples of collecting some serious pips. All right, serious pips. All right, guys, 150, 227, 42 pips, 90 pips, 80 pips, 30 pips. Guys, $3, a penny to $15, a penny to $27, a penny to $4.20, a penny to $9, a penny to $3, a penny to $8, guys. Look, the penny going to $27, I want everybody to understand, that's equivalent to if you had $100,000 in your account right now, and a 10K, and the bank gave you a 0.00%, whatever. Guys, go to your savings account, open it up, and go look at your interest that you made on your money, right? Look at the interest you made on your money, and literally say to yourself, wow, the penny that I took made me more money than all of this money that this bank is holding for me. And then I want you to understand that they did the same thing that you did with your penny to $5. They did it whatever dollar amount you have. They probably flipped it 5-10 times, right? 5-10 times while it's sitting there showing one number for us. They're in the back end flipping it, lending it, flipping it, lending it, flipping it, lending it, flipping it, lending it on you, on our dime, guys. Flipping it, lending it, flipping it, lending it, while we're saving money. Guys, my $1,000, this 1,000 right here, if I had this $1,000 sitting in a bank right now, the bank would be flipping all up to $999 of 99 cents of that mother. They'll be flipping it off, right? While my money sits there, depreciates, right? I start spending it, they're flipping it, right? And guess what happens? They just literally put the money back when they're done, right? And you can't even see it. It's all digital in the back end, right? So it's important, guys, that we do the same thing they're doing to us, right? And we have to learn this. We can't say, yo, I'm just going to no, we have to learn it. They don't want us to learn this. And if we learn this, they don't want us to know it, right? Why would you get up and go work for $15 an hour if I just showed you how to go make $100 an hour, right? Now, if we all learn how to make $100 an hour, then who's going to go work for $15 an hour, right? And guys, this information is available for everybody, whether you're a U.S. citizen from another country, you're an immigrant. The markets don't discriminate. That's why I love the financial markets. The markets is built of green. Green is money. They don't discriminate. They don't care where you're at. They don't care what kind of problems you're having. All they care about is, can you help keep it circulating? And if you can, it will flow your way. If you can't, then you're in trouble. All right, guys. So guys, here's how we can make more money here with us, right? We have three stages of students. We have student 1, 2, and 3. Student 1 is the average student we all start with. We just came in, we wanted to learn this thing. We just wanted to learn how to become literally financially free using the market. We want to learn how to use a penny and extract 1,000 out of it, right? We want to make $100 from $1. That's 100 pips. You took $1, you went 100 pips, you made $100, right? You took a penny to $5, 50 pips, right? That's the student. They're learning, they're flipping their money, they're gradually growing. Then we have, right, what you do is you're going to put $100 in your account. Every single month, you're going to deposit $50. At the end of the year, you have about $650 as you're learning, and that's what you're starting to play with, right? Here's student number 2, because guys, I always say, the more money you have, the faster you can move, right? That was some of the biggest blessing that I was blessed with. I came in, with a lot of cheddar, guys, right? I came out of college, I was broke, and I spent 7 years locked in. Stopped hanging out, stopped doing everything. And I saved all this cheddar. It was God preparing me for this moment, right? Guys, I came in, guess what I did? I saved up all that money that everybody told me I needed to save. And guess what? They told me, hey, there's a free portion of this academy. I can get a scholarship. They gave me a scholarship, guys, right? In college, I had to bust my butt to try to get a scholarship. Here, I literally, all I had to do was grab 4 of my friends and say, hey, come, let's learn. Guys, 4 of my friends, and say to them, let's learn how to make $1,000 every single month together, right? If it took us how many years, it don't matter. Let's learn this because it's worth it, right? Or we can hit the bar in bogus every single week and complain about we ain't got no money and this and that, or complain about your situation and all that, or we can change it, right? I want to go find my friends who's willing to go change it. And guess what happened? I took that money that they were going to pay me, and I reverted it to my broker account, and I kept growing my account. I kept growing it, right? Student number 3 is the same. Student number 2, they just took it a little further. They said, you know what? If I can go grab 4 of my friends to literally learn about this with me, then I can turn this into a business, right? Guess what, guys? We're on a digital platform. I can learn this from anywhere. I can grow this business from anywhere in the world. So I decided, you know what, let's go. I know I have 30 friends and family. I'm going to help all of them. Guess what, guys? Next thing I knew, I was earning $2,000 every single month residually. And guess what Omar was doing with that? I was sending that straight to that broker account, right? And look what's the difference between 1, 2, and 3. Student number 1 puts in a trade his first year. You're making about $50 a trade. Guys, that's incredible, just so everybody understand. But student number 2 will make $500 per that same trade. Student number 3 have the ability to make $5,000 per that same trade. Guys, y'all see the life-changing decisions and moments happening right in front of you? Student number 1 will take them a few years to get up to speed running to get to where number 2 is. Number 2 literally is doing well, but it will take student number 2 literally 3 years just to get to where student number 3 is at. And guys, this is why I always say money will speed you up here, or money will slow you down, right? See, the education, don't get it twisted, guys. The education is just one aspect of trading, right? I see a lot of analysts in the market. They're all analysts. That's what I call them, right? They're selling you programs and this. They're analysts, right? The money is what makes it real. It's when you actually take the trade that makes it real. Now, being able to go from analyzing to being able to put a real position in the market and then extract from that position is completely different. And guys, don't get it twisted. 95% of the stuff you see on Instagram and social media is not real. It's not real. They're not real traders. They're not living the lifestyle. They're just action cut. That's what they are, right? Some of us actually does this for a living, right? And if you don't believe it, just ask them for a withdrawal. Ask them for the latest withdrawal they got, not the one from 1,000 years ago, their latest withdrawal that they got, all right? Not the withdrawal from the referrals they're making, right? The withdrawal from their actual trading, all right, guys? This game is deep, right? It's ugly. When you get on this side, you'll start realizing it's so much stuff going on in the background, and you're literally being a cattle. And the difference between you being successful or not is being with the right community, right? So make sure you follow the right community. And guys, the last part I'm going to leave you guys with is making a withdrawal. The part that 95%ers don't do, right? What's a withdrawal? It involves removing funds from a bank account, savings, pension, and a trust. In case some conditions must be met without a penalty. So remember, just like guys, a 401k, if you withdraw, you're going to pay a penalty, right? Some brokers have penalties, some don't. You have to go learn these things, all right? Congratulations on this journey, but no one is here to do anything for you, but everyone is here, put the information right in front of you, right? The people who make it is the ones who open the information and go on to do what they do. And the ones who don't is the ones who wait and say, oh, Omar is going to get it to me. No, I won't. I cracked the code years ago. I got my ATM code. You need your ATM code, and the greatest thing you can do is put the work in. If not, you're going to be punching in the wrong code every single day, and you're going to be making withdrawal deposits, and you'll never get an ATM code, right? So make sure you learn how to pay yourself daily. You got to create a plan on how to extract this money. You got to create a plan on what you're going to do with the money, guys. I've been on over 220 airplanes since 2020. Since being a part of this, that was funded by the financial markets, courtesy to everybody out there that's literally funding their accounts and blowing their accounts, right? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that it's literally created consistency for me, guys. I pay my bills. My wife and I was able to max out our 401ks because of this, right? We added streams of income because of this, and I'm able to literally go to bed and not think twice about any bill that I have, because all I can say to myself is, I just need $5, $6 and I can get it done. And give me some time. All right, guys, $5, $6 and give me some time. But familia, that was the end of our presentation. Look, I appreciate everybody jumping on here with me. Guys, the one thing I can stress for all of you guys, go take something out of the market. If you cleared this week, whether it's $5, $10, $20, you need to learn the process. What's your broker's process? How long does it take for them to pay you, right? One day you might get into an emergency. You need funds. You need to know ahead of time how long that transfer process look like, and will they pay you, right? This is some of the most important things that I see people are doing in the market. And guys, the reason why also you want to pay yourself, it is the most fundamental way to feed your ego, right? We are human beings. We live off the ego. If you don't believe it, go read the Sigmund Freud gives an amazing breakdown on the ego, right? It's crazy. But the only way to feed the human ego is to pay it and feed it, right? It wants money. That's what it wants. When you go in the market, you want money. Don't let nobody fool you on that. Don't tell somebody, oh, I'm not trading for money. They're lying to you. We're trading to make money. Don't allow anybody to tell you any different. Go in the market, clear the trade. Congratulations, you cleared $20. $14 of that 20 should come out as a withdrawal, go straight to your bank account, right? If it's too small, make enough of them, they become big, right? That's where in the beginning, I used to have little $4 one, $10 ones, and next you know, they all added up to $100, right? My bank called me to ask me if this was like scams, people scamming my account. I'm like, no, those are my payments, those are my withdrawals. She said, oh, it's so small. I'm like, God damn, hurt my feelings already. Small. I was like, it'll get bigger, don't worry, over time, right? But guys, over time, it got bigger. But I had so many of them coming in. Because you know why? I was always fearful, if I blow my account, let me protect the money. Because I knew what I was capable of. I knew how greedy I could be at times, right? Guys, I literally took $10 to $12,000 in literally 3 hours, and I blew it on the 4th hour. So I knew it. And this was like the 5th day of trading for me in the academy. Just think about that. Came in 3 to thing, but that got me so excited, and that taught me everything I needed to know right away. I was like, okay, well, I know if I get to this point and I get my EBGBs and I start hearing the Jumanji noise in the background, it's time to stop trading. That's literally it. When you hear boom, 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 that's Omar's heart saying, Omar, you made enough money, or you're afraid of what's getting ready to happen. You're unknown. Don't put the position in. I started listening to myself. All right, guys. But other than that, familia, I appreciate everybody jumping on here. Happy Thursday. Go make your withdrawals. And if this $1,000 appealed to you, you're like, man, this 1,000 can change my life. This 1,000 can change my life. I want you guys to say, I'm a few hours of studies away from this 1,000. That's it. I'm not asking you to go sell to 1 million people. I'm not asking you to go do anything. I'm saying open your academy and study like crazy. And then when you start second guessing yourself, I want you to slap yourself back and forth and say, yo, this is $1,000 that I can make. Why would I not want to continue? And I'm only telling you guys this because this is what I did, right? For 6 months, I was probably the worst dad, the worst husband, the worst everything. And I told everybody before I became the worst everything, the worst husband. Guys, I remember my wife came to me and said, Omar, I feel like you're disconnected from this family, and I feel like you don't even want this family. Guys, because I would come home at 7 p.m. and I would study till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I would get up to go to work. And I said to myself, yo, it's okay. As long as I know I'm getting the results that I need, it's not going to be forever. That was the first thing I said. It's not going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. And I didn't allow myself to stop. But I put in some crazy amount of work. And every single morning, guys, I got up a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And then I turned around, I said, babe, shit, I made your salary and my salary. Holy smokes, what the hell are we going to do? And then life changed from that point on, right, guys? If it can happen for me, it can happen for all of you guys. So I appreciate everybody jumping on here. It's 10:05. I know we don't have any guests on, right? I'm going to end it. I'll reopen it back up just because it is streaming on YouTube and I have to break it up. But other than that, familia, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Tyler's Call Mastermind. Friday, bring your notes, your pads, because I know he's going to blow the hell.